A while ago, I reviewed a movie called Happy Death Day, which I avoided watching for quite some time. Not only because it was a PG rated horror, but it just sounded like it was just going to be silly, a really teeny, stupid type film, and I was convinced. Like, I just had this gut feeling, and it's hardly ever wrong. It's actually never wrong. In this case, I was definitely wrong. I don't know why I decided to eventually watch it. I think I saw some pretty impressive reviews, and I thought, well, if people are reviewing this, and it's people that I know quite well in the YouTube community that review movies all the time, and I trust their opinion. So I thought, if they like it, maybe there is something about this movie. So I checked it out, and sure enough, I loved it from start to finish, which is very rare for me, particularly a PG-rated horror. I don't think there's any horror film. It's hard enough to get me to watch a PG-rated horror film than it is to actually get me to really enjoy the film. And I decided myself to watch this. No one made me watch this. I was just convinced that I needed to check it out because of some of the positive reviews. And sure enough, it was just very impressive from start to finish. And it was very clever, very, very Groundhog-esque, but in a bit more of a horror kind of terrifying format. Well, not really terrifying. I can't say that this is actually scary at any time, but there are some little thrilling on the edge of your seat moments. If you're a bit of a scaredy cat, or if you're sensitive to horror elements, then there might be a couple of jump scares in here for you, or some things that'll freak you out, but nothing really too seriously gory or violent at all here. It's just the storytelling that's so impressive here. And of course, Jessica Rothe in the lead character, in the lead role, was just incredible. She was really, really good from the beginning to the end, and very, very convincing, which it's very hard to convince your creepy uncle sometimes. But anyway, enough about that movie. I'll post the link to the review at the end of this trailer reaction. I didn't think that they could actually make a sequel to Happy Death Day. The way that it came together and the way that it ended, there wasn't really anything else to tell. There's no more story. But sure enough, Happy Death Day to you. Happy Death Day to you. Trailer is out. This came out a few days ago, and I only just found out today that this trailer was already released. So we're going to check it out together, because I love the original film, even though I was so damn skeptical and just convinced myself that it was going to be absolute garbage. It's probably the only time that I remember that I was so wrong, and I admit it, I was wrong this one time. So I'm looking forward to part 2. I don't know where it's going to go with part 2. It's actually, I just can't understand how they can make a sequel, to be honest. But hey, it could be something else that's really clever. Let's check it out. Let's see what they're gonna do.
Dude, help. I am tripping right now. I feel like I've totally lived through this day already.
Deja vu?
Yes.
The day reset when you died, right?
Yeah.
I might be able to help with that. I died 11 times.
Died 11 times. Was it?
I was stuck reliving the same day over and over again.
Kind of felt like it was more than
Until
that.
some baby mask murdered me on the night of my birthday. Turns out it was my roommate Lori. I kicked her crazy ass out a window.
I remember
and killed
that.
her, which broke the loop. But now I'm living the better version of my life.
Yay! Basketball games, hot dogs, making out, tongue.
You okay?
No.
Uh-oh, he's back.
Oh, hey, you're up.
I wonder what this is going to be rated. It's probably going to be PG again.
Did you hit that or what?
I don't believe this. It's Monday the 18th again.
Oh no, she's back to the original. What? This is like in part 1, the same time. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's. Oh, I might get flagged because that song's in there.
This time, it's coming after all of us.
So they've actually gone back to the original time
So I'm
when
gonna
she
have to die
first
over
kept
and over
she was
again
stuck in that time
to
loop.
save all of you.
I mean, I guess you could just reset the day yourself.
Genius idea.
Why would they go back there? What the hell's that all about?
If I don't stop the killer, more people will die. Failure's not an option.
I gotta talk over this so my damn video don't get flagged, Jordy. Because it's my birthday. It's gonna be out for Valentine's Day, which is my birthday.
I'm so done.
Shut up! Seriously, this song. So it's the same time as the original film, set in the same time, in the same kind of time loop, but different things are happening.
Who's gonna pledge Kappa now that we have a death curse?
Go, 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 go. So I can't see if there was an actual rating there, but I'm assuming it looks like another PG rated movie. What it looks like, it looks like it's much more focused on the comedy elements here. Like, what's with the aeroplane her, like, jumping out in a bikini? What the hell's up with that? Unless it's a dream or something like that, a dream scene that we're not quite fully aware of. But it's interesting how they've chosen to go back to the original time in the film where she was stuck in the time loop, but everything's going to be different. So I don't really know where it's going with this. Why would she be stuck in that time loop again, in the same one? How? So she's... Because the thing is, in the original, she's stuck in the time loop, but to her, when she first wakes up, it's present time, and then it keeps repeating from there. She keeps repeating that same day. But now, because that's all past, she's going to have to kind of travel back in time to be stuck in that same time loop in the past. So I just don't understand where it's going with this. It might, say, skeptical old me, like I'm kind of thinking the worst. My brain always goes to the worst all the time. But it could be a very clever made film again. It could be smart the way they do it, but it just seems a bit far-fetched to me at the moment. But then again, I don't know too much about where they're going to go with this and how they're going to get there, the road that they choose to go there. So at the moment, I'm skeptical, looking forward to the sequel, but you know when it comes to sequels how easy it is to screw them up. Let's face it, sequels fail more times than they succeed, and we've seen it happen so many times where phenomenal movies just have the most horrible sequel. Some have surpassed the original, but there aren't many. And then there's others that are just good or on par with the original. Not many surpass the original. And I don't see this surpassing the original whatsoever, because we've already gone down this path before with the time loop and everything like that. Like, it's obviously they have to keep that kind of theme, that Groundhog time loop kind of theme, but they need to really ramp it up a notch and make something different, keep it original, is my opinion, because we've seen it once. If you do the same kind of thing again, especially in the same time period, but somehow traveling in the past, it's dangerous. Got to keep these movies original. We've seen it once. Don't try and milk our money out of us. We want to definitely get our money's worth if we pay for a film. So either way, gonna check it out. A little bit skeptical, but looking forward to it nonetheless. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. More importantly, come back and visit the creepy one, Panic 13.